What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. Since the big Black Ops 7 multiplayer reveal trailer dropped, it feels like we've been bombarded with more and more information and details about Black Ops 7's multiplayer. And it's been pretty great. A lot of the information that has been thrown at us seems to be pretty good on paper. It sounds like there is a lot that Treyarch has put into this game that is going to elevate it above Black Ops 6's experience. But, and this is a big but, with that being said, it's hard to ignore the fact that the perks in Black Ops 7 feel like they've been copy and pasted from Black Ops 6. You can't escape it. There's two new perks, which is Tac Sprinter, which is essentially the opposite of Slipstream, and then Looper, which allows you to loop kill streaks, which honestly should just be default in the game to begin with in the first place. So what did they really do here? Just take things that were in Black Ops 6, port them into Black Ops 7 without really trying to elevate it in any way, shape, or form. And I know they're changing the combat specialties to allow hybrid specialties now, but honestly, it just felt like that didn't add much to the gameplay in the first place, and they're just trying things to see if anything's going to work, when in reality, perfecting the perk system would go a lot further than trying to create synergies between different perks and rewarding said synergies. So for me, I look at the perks in Black Ops 7 and I can't help but be disappointed, because it's repeating a lot of the same mistakes that were made in Black Ops 6. By cramming all of the useful perks into one perk tier, you essentially make the other two perk tiers pointless. And that's what's happened again with Black Ops 7. Because they've decided to jam-pack perk slot 1 with all of the useful perks. There's probably 7, maybe even 8 useful perks in this tier. And that's more than any of the other tiers combined. Why did they do this? Do they think it just adds depth to the gameplay? Because honestly, it doesn't. I don't look at what they're doing here and think, wow, there's going to be so many more choices. It's more so, why do I have to choose between 2 good perks in one tier slot and then a bunch of garbage in the other tiers? Because this is tier 2. And frankly, there's maybe 3 good perks here between Fast Hands, Scavenger, and Engineer? And Engineer is kind of pushing it, right? Normally that's sort of not as popular of a perk, but everything else here can kind of be forgotten about. Close Shave probably has its fans, but it's not like it's going to be one of the meta perks. It's not going to be run by everybody. And it just feels, again, that we're watering down the whole creative class. And the same thing goes for the 3rd tier slot. There's Tac Sprinter, which I know a lot of people are going to use, and Tracker. And those are really the only 2 that I look at with any value. But even then, Tracker is like an okay perk and has been progressively getting worse since Black Ops 3. So I don't even know if it's going to be a good perk in Black Ops 7. So that leaves you with Tac Sprinter and maybe Bankroll. Wow. Good job, Treyarch. Way to make this a balanced system. And this is where the problem comes in, right? We knew this was a problem in Black Ops 6. We knew that perk 1 was the best tier in Black Ops 6. So instead of spreading it out for Black Ops 7, they're doubling down with it again. Trying to highlight their combat efficiencies or hybrid specialists or whatever they're going to call it. It doesn't make sense because it doesn't make the game better. This makes the whole perk system worse. It's disappointing because I can already tell you what the meta is going to be. It's going to be one of Flak Jacket or Tac Mask, followed by Fast Hands and Tac Sprinter, followed by either Ghost, Ninja, or the other one between Flak Jacket and Tac Mask, with Perk Greed on as your wild card. Wow. So much choice. Way to go, Treyarch. You guys knocked it out of the park. It really comes across as lazy, because this was a problem in Black Ops 6, was talked about in Black Ops 6, and you decided to just throw up the same thing again. Way to defeat the allegations of this just being a lazy retread of Black Ops 6. Oh, there's a shiny new coat of paint on all of the different perks. Must be a great new system, right? Nope. It's the same problems that we saw last year. And they'll add more perks to the game that will increase the bloat and decrease the efficiency. Because of what we've seen, I'd argue there's, 14 perks that are actually good and viable out of 27. So just over 50% of the perks have a use. Everything else just feels like additional bloat. Who's sitting here looking forward to using Bruiser on day one? Or Guardian? Or Charge Link? Let's go. These are the perks that we have for Black Ops 7, and it just leaves a lot to be desired. And I'm sure I'm going to come out with a video at some point on how to fix Black Ops 7's perks, because that's a really fun video to make, but that's not what I'm going to do today. Instead, I wanted to bring it to everyone's attention, because it feels like an absolute retread of what we experienced last year. And when I went back to play Black Ops 6, I had forgotten about how bad the perk system is in Black Ops 6. And I was instantly reminded when I was trying to create a class that they decided to jam all of the good perks into one tier and leave the other tiers vacant wastelands of garbage. They've done it again here. And I know I'm not alone with this, because I went through some of the Twitter replies, some of the Reddit posts regarding the perks, and a lot of people feel the same way. So for a studio that's claimed they're listening to the feedback, maybe listen to the feedback harder. Make these changes, because they need to be made. And I know there's time to do it. It's not like it's going to take that much effort to switch which tier certain perks are in. You should just do it. Instead of copying what you did in Black Ops 6, try to enhance it. You've done it with a lot of other elements of this game, and I'll praise you for that. But this is something that I cannot wrap my mind around. It's not like you were cheered for the decisions you made around the perk system in Black Ops 6, so why continue to double down on things that the community does not like? It just defeats its purpose. So I'm going to be very curious to see if there's going to be any changes here, or if they're just going to go through with this. Because they shouldn't be doing that. Straight up. They should be trying to balance out these perk tiers a little bit more. Because it's so clearly imbalanced right now, and it's going to make for a worse experience for players. Simply put. But I guess that's all the time I have today. I don't really want to drone on about this. I will say, again, a lot of the other news that has come out about Black Ops 7 has been fantastic. I want to talk about some of the zombie stuff tomorrow. But man, I just can't wrap my head around this decision. It just seems to be brain dead. It's almost like they forgot about the perks. And they're like, oh shoot, I guess we'll just bring everything over from Black Ops 6 into Black Ops 7 and nobody will care. 27 perks, and about half of them are good. And the majority of them are all in the same tier. It's just inexcusable. That's what it comes down to. But that's all I'm going to say for today. That's all I wanted to touch on. So thank you all for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts about the perks in Black Ops 7 down below in that comment section. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. Looks like I have to attend to something. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.